After a strenuous and highly entertaining 5-set thriller, Australian Nick Kyrgios let out his frustration. And it wasn't just once or twice, but multiple times. He smashed 2 rackets, not including a third he damaged during the match, as he lost to Karen Khachanov. It was a sad exit for many, as Kyrgios's rambunctious personality and flair, coupled with the lack of traditional aspects of the mostly rich and white history of the sport, makes an exit from the final major of the year. With his electric serve, Kyrgios is must-see. During the tournament, he spit in the direction of his box and was handed a fine. He has thrown a water bottle at the referee's apparatus and yelled continuously throughout matches. However,
you played a great match, and
you were at the club last night.
Yes, I know. You're ruining my reputation.
Okay.
What many don't see is the man he is off the court, having a laugh with reporters, hanging with the pups, playing basketball in his free time.
I think most sensible people are universally aligned on the fact that there is a code of conduct within reason. Nobody wants robots. Nobody wants proles. Everybody wants people that have passion and commitment and expression and a bit of uniqueness. What they don't want is outright anarchy.
The title of this video is Nick Kyrgios Good for Tennis? So incredibly revealing. My answer 100% yes, but to understand Nick Kyrgios, we must understand the person he is. Kyrgios was a young supporter of the Wu-Tang Clan, proving once again, they're for the kids. This story isn't about this, but I love the opportunity to interview him on it. His parents' background: his father George was born in Greece and moved to Australia as a child. His mother, Norleila, is Malaysian. Yet what it appears many keep coming back to is this: his problem is tennis. I don't love the sport, he said during his Wimbledon press conference. Take that in. He plays the sport but does not love the sport. That is a mind in and of itself. Kyrgios says that he doesn't want to be Federer. So what does he want? When you're a tennis player who claims not to like playing tennis, when half the world, including most of Australia, seems to have an opinion of your character, and when you're young, the answer can be complicated. The New Yorker asked Kyrgios why he doesn't quit. I'd rather be doing that than working at Chipotle or something, he said. For me, it's an easy way to make money. I'm just hitting a ball over a net. He added, of course, I've grown up with it. It's a part of me. It's all I really know how to do, which we should go over. At 15, he won the Junior Australian Open singles boys' title. Thus, the country put enormous pressure on him. My dad kind of just came out and said, what's easier to make it in Australia, playing basketball or tennis? Obviously, I knew the answer was tennis. He has even been open about some of his worst moments. No one knows what I've gone through. All the struggle I've overcome, he admitted. I've self-harmed, was having dark thoughts about life. I always have my back and have all the confidence in the world. I lean on my loved ones. Some of the criticism he has received can take on racial undertones. There was unmistakable nativism at play when the former Olympic champion swimmer, Dawn Fraser, said that if Kyrgios and fellow tennis bad boy Bernard Tomic, whose parents are from the former Yugoslavia, didn't improve their behavior, they should go back to where their fathers and parents came from. However, it is the internal struggle, which I'm sure many can relate to. I don't think I wanted enough, Kyrgios said. He shook his head and said it again. The thing about tennis life is that it's the same thing every day. You train, you come back to the hotel, you get treatment, you eat, you sleep, you get up. It is unglamorous and exhausting. A life spent half in airports and hotels, thousands of miles from home. Almost every trip is punctuated, often early, with a loss. Some players orient themselves by the familiarity of their routines, not Kyrgios. He gets homesick, injured, and bored. He wants to be playing basketball. He'd rather be fishing. He misses his dogs, his girlfriend, his family, his friends. Moreover, he truly loves the game of basketball. He would get up early to watch Paul Pierce, his favorite team, the Boston Celtics. He organizes basketball games with fellow tennis players. When he visited the Oregon Ducks' facility, their collegiate campus, he would not get off the basketball court. That is how addicted he is to it. But let's go back to something. When he was younger, his family's finances were tight, and they had to make a decision, as he went over previously, basketball or tennis. Tennis showed promise. That's the route he went. I personally feel like he feels indebted. He feels indebted to his parents and those who took a chance on him, which again, I'm sure many would. But to read this story, research his life story, and realize that he's just really stinking good at the sport, but does not have that love affair that some do with their respective sports, and how athletes are pulled in every different direction at all times, whether it's media obligations, practice, treating your body right, eating right, getting enough sleep, making sure that you are doing the best that you can to put yourself in a certain position, photo shoots, radio interviews, etc. I feel like he feels indebted, even though it is not his first love. And that is a struggle. Think about it. Anytime you thought about doing one thing and then you went with the other because the other showed more promise but your heart wasn't in it, that's tough. It's so clear that he wants to do something else with his life. All the interviews that he's given, when he told Chris McKendry and ESPN after his big win over Daniil Medvedev that if he wins, he'll retire, he has now given that quote multiple times. It's because this is a payday, and although it can be fun at times, it can also be trying. It can test one's patience. Not being home, not being with loved ones. He is a homebody. That's difficult on him. He told reporters post-match, "I honestly feel like blank. I feel like I've let so many people down. These 4 tournaments, the Grand Slams, are the only ones that ever are going to matter. It's just like you've got to start it all again. I have to wait till the Australian Open. It's just devastating. Like, it's heartbreaking. Not just for me, but for everyone that I know that wants me to win." Goran Ivanisevic, the 2001 Wimbledon champ, who now coaches Novak Djokovic, has described Kyrgios as a tennis genius. But when it appears that Kyrgios has everything locked in, his massive serve, his blistering forehand, his deceptively quick movement, his breathtaking touch, his combustible temper, something goes awry. The thing, though, that I notice is when he is playing doubles, he's having more fun. You know, he's fist pumping. He's, even at this past tournament, hip thrusts. He's laughing a lot more. I think what he misses is a team aspect of sports. And that's probably why he loves basketball so much. He's very good at tennis. Don't get me wrong, everyone knows it. We've seen the quotes that he could be world number 1. He could be. However, I think what he misses is the camaraderie with a friend, a teammate, the trials and tribulations of giving your all cohesively together. Basketball would provide that. Doubles provides that. Singles tennis does not. And with a legal case looming, a disappointing exit from the U.S. Open, we do not know what the future holds, but we hope that for Nick Kyrgios, that he finds happiness and he finds joy. And on top of that, whatever decision he makes, he makes.